Ladies and gentlemen, you have waited all week.
Yeah, Boogie Page. Throwing it down for All Things BMX is ready. I know I am. Attack the ATB Airways. Let's kick it. All Things BMX. It's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax. Said it's All Things BMX. It's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. All Things BMX are screaming to you. So post up on your couch, screencast to YouTube. It's gonna be fun, it will be a blast. Gotta do much but kick back and relax. They coming to you live from a studio, or they might be at the track, man, you never know. So don't go anywhere when my rhymes are done, cause the show's just starting, let's have some fun. I said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. I said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. So like and subscribe, kick back and relax. All Things BMX got the boogeyman's back, so I wrote them this track to send some love back. JT, Melissa, Chris, and Paul did it damn and kinda get it entertain y'all. And I wonder who gon' have on the show as a guest. I bet someone good who's gonna impress. Guess I would just have to wait and see. Let's get the show going and start the party. Said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax. Said it's All Things BMX, it's a BMX show. Unlike the rest, if you need some info, they got the best. Like and subscribe, kick back and relax.
Welcome into the All Things BMX Show. We're back. The band's back together. It's going to be a rowdy evening. We're still waiting on Eric Carter to figure out how to use Zoom, so we might get to this show this week. We're not sure yet, so hang tight. We're trying to link the satellite to him on the tractor. So hang around. We're back together, you guys. This is 149. It's Dirty Time. We got the Dirty Knobs Podcast joining us this evening. Mike, James, and Eric. They're the hosts over at the Dirty Knobs Podcast Show. And you guys, if you're not checking them out, you're missing out. Our satellite feed is sponsored by... You got that? I don't know. I got somebody's... That message is coming through my headphones.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
Who cares? Hey, satellite feed's brought to you by our good people over at Danger Snacks. If you guys aren't getting the Danger Snacks, I'm going to tell you what the difference is between hauling ass or dragging ass. Make sure you guys check them out and use the discount code SHITSHOW. And you're going to get a discount when you check out at Danger Snack. The opening song is brought to you by our good friends over...
Oh my gosh.
What's happening? Sorry, who's blowing who?
The opening song is brought to you by the Boogeyman himself. Make sure you check him out. He's on Spotify, and he's also on like all the other platforms. Make sure you check him out, and the link's going to be in the chat, and it'll be in the show notes. Don't forget, you can support the show by sending stars during the show, and you can check out our Buy Me a Coffee page. The show's chat is brought to you by BMX Rocks Photography. You can find them at rocksandcoco.com. And our chat question for this evening is, we borrowed it from our guests, by the way, because the show was that epic. I listened to it today. Didn't you listen to it on the way out here?
Yeah, I did too. It was a good one.
It was a good one. And I'll tell you what, in the latest Dirty Knobs podcast, they asked the question, and they discussed this: what was your favorite BMX magazine? So for us that didn't have a chance yet to listen to the show, or you guys that haven't had a chance, put it in there. Get it in the chat. Let us know what your favorite BMX magazine was or is.
Yep. I was just going to say
mine obviously is Pull Magazine.
BMX Plus for me, man.
Was it BMX Plus? Well, BMX Action was cool.
You remember, you're not at home anymore. You got to talk into the mic now.
Oh, sorry. It is a little. I knew I was going to do some stuff wrong because it's been a few months.
We're working it out.
Yeah, this is. But it's good to be back in here with all you guys. So it's cool.
All right.
So yeah, no, BMX Action was cool. BMX Plus, I had a subscription to both of those, and then every once in a while, like at the 7-Eleven or whatever, you'd hit what's the other Super BMX.
What about freestyling?
You said 7-Eleven. I totally thought it was going to be Playboy. Tonight's BMX Showcase is sponsored by Answer BMX. Our BMX Newsmaker segment is always brought to you by the good friends at 110 Nutrition. Melissa's world-famous trivia segment is brought to you by our good friends at Bombshell Racing System. DJ Damon, who's going to take us in and out of commercial breaks, because you never made it down there to Florida to visit me. He's brought to you by Truth BMX Products. Birthday shout-outs are brought to you by On Two Wheels, and the show opening is brought to you by the good people at Gate 9 Custom Number Plates. Got me a fresh new shirt today in the mail.
Looking good. Hey,
it's good because my other one smelled, and it smelled like shit. I've been wearing that thing way too long.
You were due for an update.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Chris, let them know where they can watch and listen to the show.
Hey, live stream version of the show is sponsored by Mega Design Group. If you're looking for a canopy branding for your particular product, boxing, packaging, whatever, get a hold of Mega Design Group at, megadesignGroup.com. They'll take care of you. Also, podcast version of the show is brought to you by Dye Job Apparel. So if you're looking for t-shirts, jerseys, all that fun stuff, anything with your logo printed on it, get a hold of Sean over at Dye Job Apparel, and he will take care of you. With that, we're going to welcome our guests into the show. And
What?
Hey,
hi.
how's it going, guys?
Hey. Hey.
So we got 2 out of 3. We're
We're
working
shy one right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
66% ain't bad.
Hey,
Hey, what that tractor's probably just rolling down a hill by itself right now.
so we're gonna welcome in Hollywood Mike Miranda, JV James Vicente, and in a little bit here we're gonna have EC Eric Carter is gonna join us. So all the folks from the Dirty Knobs podcast and the Dirty Fest, which is coming up as well. So let's start out with how did you
Let's
guys
start out with this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Check out this sweet hat. I stole this hat.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
When JV wasn't looking, I took his hat.
Yeah.
I've had it captive for a couple of years now. I've been waiting for just the right time to spring it on him.
You spent some time there, so you could wear the hat.
Honorary.
Yeah.
Honorary.
It does look good though. You kept it in good shape.
Yeah, it's because I can't wear it in public because I'm afraid they'll catch me.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have to send it back to him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like my Hutch helmet. He had to send that back to me after 40 years, so I'm gonna have to return the favor.
Hey, where is that thing? I hear it
Right
has
there, baby.
I hear it has a really cool visor on it.
It has a fantastic visor on it. Yeah, man.
Woo! Right. So
Back there in the Mike Miranda Museum.
there you go. Hey, so let's start this off. What made you guys want to start the Dirty Knobs podcast?
James made me.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he made me.
Now
It
tell
sounds
it.
like us.
Well, it all started when the USA BMX announced that they were moving the Hall of Fame to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the night they had announced that, I turned to Eddie King and to Eric Carter and said, well, nobody's going to want to go to Tulsa. Everyone comes to San Diego. So I had this brilliant idea about having our own version of that, which was going to be called the Legends of BMX, which is going to be like a dinner, almost like a comedy roast, and that we would take that event around the country. And the point of that was just to keep what we do going, because we have such a great time. Whenever JV and I get together, or EC and I get together, or the few times that the three of us get together, we just have a blast. We end up laughing the whole night away. So we thought, we'll just do this on the road. So that was the original plan, and it was like, well, how are we going to advertise this? So we decided to do a podcast. That was going to be our advertising arm. And then when we went to we went to Frogtown for the first time, that was it. We didn't. Although after the first night, we were like, well, we can do this. This will just be what we do.
Right.
And the end goal of all of this, I haven't shared this with many people. Well, So we had this idea. We're going to do a podcast. EC and I were talking about it. I talked to JV about it. And once we all three said yes, we just started. We started doing it. And with some help from some of our friends who had more experience than us, like All Things BMX, they helped us out, get this thing going, and now we're rolling. And the end result is what we hope to do from all of this is to start at some point a charitable foundation, so we can give back to some BMXers that have fallen on hard times. That's our end goal. That's why we do all of this. So we're hoping as it grows, we become so wealthy from this.
Yeah.
That we can give out stickers to out of work BMXers.
Hey James,
Yeah.
you know how you make $1 million with a BMX podcast?
You don't?
You start with 2 million.
Start with 2.
Yeah, okay. Like that. Well, let me just add that when we were at Frogtown and we spent some time there, and all of us got, at nighttime got to hang out and have some drinks and really kind of like shoot the shit. We did say, wow, this would be cool to do. Little did we know like how hard putting something like that is right now, because we are, let me tell you, it's a full-time gig. Mike spends a lot of time. I mean, he is our captain on this, coordinating, doing a lot of the coordinating, but it is a lot of work to put together, one of these type of events. So I tell you what, when we talked to Todd Huffman, he put Frogtown together. It took a lot of work. You just don't see it,
Yeah.
You see the result of it, which is awesome, but man, the behind the scenes is difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, and speaking behind the scenes, you see the three of us on the podcast, but we have, for Dirty Fest, we have a behind the scenes guy.
Oh.
He does it from overseas, but he's because he's on a different time zone, he's really able to get his hands on the project.
Is that Hans?
Would you say, JB?
It is Hans. It is, yeah, Hans.
Hans Jobé.
Yeah. We recruited him, and he's helping out. We'll hopefully trying to get him over to Temecula, but I think it's going to happen.
It looks like Eric is joining us right now.
Wow. This is about right, the timing.
Let's see what was the over. Look, he's right at 15, right at the over under every single time. Every single time.
Right.
I'm down $6 to JV. I always lose the bet. If I take the minute before, he comes a minute late. If I take the other side, he's
at the sushi bar.
The question is he eating while he's on there?
Oh yeah, he's eating. He's got the Kardashian chair in the sushi bar.
Oh my god!
Right,
That's
straight
hilarious.
From work, boys. Straight from work.
EC, what's up?
Not much. How are you guys?
We're
Great, man.
happy you could join us.
Awesome.
Happy you could join us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do I see a helmet?
Yeah, that's Detroit Velvet Smooth next to us with the cowboy hat on. He's
Fantastic.
he fills in when Paul's not here, our sound guy. So he holds the spot for him.
He's a body.
I love it.
It's good to see you guys all together, by
It's
the
a
way.
show mascot. It's good to be together.
Yeah,
It is.
Yep, we're all.
great.
Apologize for being late, guys. When it rains here in California, people get all crazy on the roads, and so I had to take a back road home. It took a little longer to get here, but here we are. Stoked.
It's awesome.
He's the hype man of the group, huh?
Yeah.
And we still are going to need to do an EC show.
We're still
sooner or
waiting.
later. Yeah.
We're still waiting on Eric to commit to a show.
Yeah, we got to do
Me
that.
too. Me too. Us too.
Yeah.
Then
Hollywood's not holding his breath.
That was great.
So the burning question is: are we going to end up with Hollywood in the bathroom for this show?
I'm sure.
Oh my god.
He's figuring out how to get
He's
portable
got to
here.
change. He's got to figure out how to go portable. Hey,
I need a
EC.
long extension cord.
just in case. Just in case.
Oh my gosh, so good.
Hey, EC, the guys were talking a little bit about how you guys started your guys' podcast show. What has that been like, for yourself? And we're going to put you on the spot because you came in late. And
Yeah.
while you're answering, I'm going to do some adjusting to the screen while you're answering. So just fire away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, EC, tell them about how many beers we drank in the golf cart as we were talking about it.
Dude, I think that was like probably 18 or I don't know. We had a case, right? And by the first 9, we were like probably 18 in. That was wow. That was a day. That was a morning.
Great ideas.
That was a
great
That was
ideas.
a morning, he says.
Yeah.
Great ideas.
Yeah, that was before. I mean, seriously, the golf tournament started. I think first tee off was at 8, so we hit the turn at 9 holes, and we were well into that case, way before noon. So yeah, that was a rough morning.
A lot of great ideas came through that day.
Yeah, but do you remember any?
It was fantastic. We talked about we'd always kick the idea around, and then but we just never got around to it. And Mike asked me, he's like, "Man, what do you think about JV?" I'm like, "Perfect, man, perfect. JV would be the perfect. He's one of our brothers. It'd be fantastic." And honestly, I don't know if Mike and I would have ever got around to doing it if JV hadn't have gotten involved. So it was the perfect compliment, and it was the spark that we needed to actually make it a go and make it happen. So and dude, yeah, here we are. So,
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Now we're doing it.
Yeah.
So we'll go round robin. Start with Mike. We'll go to JV and then EC. Mike, what's
Commando?
What is your favorite part of podcasting?
My favorite part, by far, is just talking to these two.
Okay.
And whether we hit record or not is irrelevant.
That's good.
By far.
Perfect.
Very
James.
close.
Yeah, I think agreed. I mean, yeah, as you could see, there's sometimes we do our podcast just us talking. I mean, we don't have a guest on, and we do enjoy that a lot because that we're able to kind of challenge each other and hear each other's thoughts. But for me, being on the East Coast, I didn't have a lot of visibility to a lot of the West Coast especially older pros, and which Mike and Eric did. So for me to meet those guys has been such a pleasure. And they're so nice, like super nice, all those guys. So for me, that's still 2-part, but yeah, meeting those guys and then also just bullshitting with Mike and Eric.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat about being able to meet with my brothers and just talk. It sucks to say, but in this day and age, as we all get older and we all have jobs and responsibilities, it's often really hard to find time to connect with people. And so to be able to do this, it kind of gives us an excuse or a reason that we have to meet with each other. And so we get to meet with each other, and it's super awesome to be able to do that. So, I mean, that's the obvious answer, but I think it's really cool the way our format is, and what we do is we kind of open it up to the old school stories, specifically the behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't get to see. So it's rental car stories or hotel room stories and even race stories of what team managers were telling you to take riders out or not take riders out, stuff like that. And I think it's been really cool to, pull the curtain back from that and let people see what it was like behind the scenes. So I do like that about our podcast, that we kind of open that window a little bit. But by far, sitting with my brothers and talking is the best, man. It's so much fun.
Telling those stories that no one ever gets to hear, like the time when Joe Baumert had a boil between his ass cheeks.
God.
Remember that, JV?
Yeah,
and
I do remember.
He had to miss a race. He was there, but he couldn't pedal because he had a boil between his ass cheeks. I mean, you don't hear that in the magazines.
No.
Right?
There's a good reason.
Grub should have got
why.
in there, and done dirty work, man. You know he'd been in there before.
Yeah. And that's why you have a friend like Greg Grubbs. But I don't know.
So, do you think a story like that would be shared on social media, or is that still off limits?
We share it. We share it. Yeah. And let me tell you,
Sharing is caring, man.
if JV had a boil in his ass, EC would definitely be the guy to help him with that.
Chris, Chris, I ain't getting in your ass, buddy. You're
No.
alone on that boil.
You're missing your moto, Chris.
You're missing your moto, buddy. You better call the wife.
I
Call the wife.
don't want you doing that, dude. No way, son.
All right,
No
so
way.
before we
True
get
story, by the way, true story.
It's
I
true.
don't doubt
How
it.
could it not be?
Right.
Yeah, but
Who would make that up?
But just so you guys know, we're not going to get to probably most of the normal show this evening with our friends over here from Dirty Knobs tonight.
No,
So
it's going to be a little different.
you guys got questions for the guys from Dirty Knobs Podcast, please get them in the chat, and we're going to check in with Melissa here shortly, and she'll ask the guys your questions.
What we need to cover real quick, though, is
What?
so anybody who's watching right now.
I thought you were going to
that's a-
talk more about butt cheeks and boys,
Well,
Chris.
sorts, not really, but
He's getting to it.
so if you usually watch All Things BMX and you haven't seen or listened to the Dirty Knobs podcast, and you're an
You
old
remember,
school.
you got to go forward. You're not home.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry. How's this? Is this better?
That's better.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
4 months off from being in the
Dude,
studio.
It's been a while. So, if you haven't seen the Dirty Knobs podcast, they have a YouTube version of the show and a podcast. And you're an old school BMXer, you've got to check it out. I mean, if you were like Greg Hill, Stu Thompson, Perry Kramer, Tommy Brackens, I mean, they've had all these guys on as guests. All these guys I looked up to, and Hollywood and all Eric and all these guys back in the day. That's what their show is focused on, is the old school stuff, and some of the stories. Oh my gosh, because I don't think the riders today, they don't go on tour like you guys did back in the day. You went on tour, it was all summer, right? You're in a van or a motorhome, town to town, race to race each weekend. Now these guys, they fly in for the weekend, they fly out, they're gone. There's no tour anymore that I'm aware of. So
Yeah. I mean, that was the deal, right? Summer tour was, I mean, you looked forward to it, and whatever your team or whatever your group, whoever you were associated with, sometimes it was just buddies that jumped in a van as well.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, it didn't have to be a team.
Right.
But I know back as far as, gosh, I can remember 1980 Redline, they did the Redline summer tour, and I can remember being 10 years old and wishing I had been able to go on that summer tour. So when I got to be when I was on Hutch with Hollywood, that was my first real summer tour. I went on one with my parents in '85 with Free Agent, but it wasn't the same.
That don't count.
It wasn't the same as going out with Hollywood on tour, because it was it was bananas. So yeah, that was the deal. Like, you just jumped in a motorhome, and thank goodness there was no social media. And because we absolutely cut loose, man, the craziest stuff ever. I still think back to it, and I like, me and Mike are shaking our head, because I know we're thinking about stuff going, there is no way you could get away with that stuff right now. So but I am grateful that I got to live it. It was fantastic.
Yeah. So you guys got to check them out.
Do you remember that time when we were in Florida? We were sitting behind that liquor store, and the school bus and the bus was behind the JV.
I do
Fantastic.
remember.
I remember that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it was spring. It might have been spring break or something.
It was the spring break tour in Florida, and
Yep.
we were. What do you guys tell that story? I don't want to tell that.
No, that's you, Hollywood. You
Yeah,
started that one. That was fantastic.
The three of us were on tour, and we ended up late at night sitting behind the liquor store. We had bought something cool and refreshing to drink.
Gatorade.
And we were sitting, Gatorade. It was Gatorade. And we were sitting behind the liquor store, and there was an alley away, and then at the other side of the alley there was a school bus, and on the other side behind the school bus was a street light. And as the three of us are sitting on a curb stop drinking cool, refreshing drinks, a couple of young ladies walked behind the school bus so that their upper half of their torsos were covered, and they proceeded to drop their drawers and squat and pee. So all we could see was the bottom half as they were peeing under the streetlight, perfectly lit like a movie studio. And we just looked at each other and, this is how lucky we are. This is the lives of the dirty knobs right here.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny that us three were together for that.
So did they realize you guys were there, or was it just be quiet and?
Not until after they got done, and they stood up and they walked back around the bus. And when they did, the three of us were, being gentlemen that we are, and appreciative of live entertainment, we all just gave them the
golf clap. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's great.
That happened. True story.
I do believe one of the things I appreciate the most about the BMX community is how long and strong your memories are. I have never met a group and individual people and multiple guests and these guys sitting around, the hours that you all can spend telling stories from 20 years ago or even 5 years ago. It's amazing how you all retain all of that stuff. It's
when
beyond
you stop
impressive.
and think, that Eric Carter rode with a styrofoam helmet, and I just guys can remember anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All that post-concussive stuff, and it doesn't. You guys are hard-headed. It doesn't affect any of y'all.
Exactly.
And
It is pretty
no
impressive.
long-term effects.
Right, exactly. No seizure. All those seizure meds are covered by Medicare these days.
I agree, though. It is pretty impressive. I mean, there's a lot of times. That's another thing that I like about our podcast or being a part of a podcast is sometimes we will have guests on and they will bring up stories and I don't remember them until we start talking a little bit and something will trigger that memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's cool I love that, getting that experience to be able to get that, like, oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. And then you remember the whole story comes back and you remember how much fun or how crazy it was. So yeah, it is pretty wild how strong the memories are in BMX riders, because there are massive amounts of stories. It's
Well,
crazy.
see, what happens is we kick out other useless facts. Leaves our
is that
memory.
what it is?
Well,
Wedding anniversaries.
We don't need that address or that phone number or that
No.
social
Kids'
security
middle-
number.
my kid's middle name, and
Yeah.
We don't need none of
their
that.
birthdays. Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to go pick somebody up from the school today. Oh shit.
There's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to what he's saying, actually.
But you'll remember who you lined up on the gate like 30 years ago, 40 years
Yeah.
ago.
Exactly.
Oh, that time he cut me off. Oh,
Right.
That's hilarious.
So good.
JV, do you remember? JV, do you remember when we walked into the bathroom at Woodward Camp,
Yeah.
next to the pool?
I know exactly what you're going to say.
See, this is how I love it. I love it. Tell them about that story, JV.
There's a it was probably the first year of BMX over there, and we were just getting used to all the campers and everything, and Mike and I walk into the bathroom. It was like during a break or something, and we see a kid, actually not, he had to go to the bathroom, and he had to pee, and he didn't take his pants off. He actually rolled up his shorts, and
On one side. Just
on
pulled
one
up
side, and we were like, "Yeah, you don't see that type of thing every day.
That's a
don't
different
see
way of doing
movement.
that.
It's a movement." But that was one of the interests. I was in the bathroom, so you don't want to talk about it too much. But I mean, it was a funny thing back then, and we were just like, "Gosh, we are a unique group of
It's a
individuals."
great memories and unique ways of peeing.
Question: how do you guys come up with the topics for your show?
We don't.
fuck it, fair
All
enough.
right, that works for me.
No. We really do. We make it a rule not to talk to guests beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When I initially call them and tell them we're going to have them on, they all want to start, oh, hey, yeah, you remember? I go, no.
This sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk to guests beforehand. We want to keep it all fresh. So we make sure we have no agenda.
Well,
no
like
points of.
like a show you
Even-
just did with your favorite magazines. Do you guys?
EC and I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and the stuff that I'll throw out, it'll be us just sitting like this and say, oh, I got a topic, and then
Okay.
it'll just come out.
Hey, sometimes, there are times. I know you guys it comes through. I'm not really in the planning of all this stuff.
I hadn't picked up on that at all.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
think
it's a
that.
shocker, huh? Right. Sometimes I don't even know. I don't even know who the guest is until we log on.
Gee, that sounds
So
like me.
You're that far.
Right.
You're that
Yeah.
far removed from it.
I just get on, and Hollywood always tells me, "Don't do anything different. Just I'm going to send you the link and log on," and that's all. So that's it, man. It's freestyle all the time.
Hey, now this
Nice.
may come as a shock, but sometimes he comes to the podcast hungry.
No, seriously?
Well, somebody was just asking in the chat as to
Nice.
why EC was not eating while he's on the ATV show.
Honestly, because I was late and I didn't have a chance to get a plate of food.
Dude, I'm expecting a Grubhub or Domino's to deliver any second right to him.
Oh, fantastic.
That's
Let's see what I can
awesome.
get scheduled right now, actually.
Has
So-
to order something.
So let's talk a little bit about what the future holds. What's the goal? Where are we headed?
Jail,
Okay. So you've been saving
More than
bail
like-
money.
more than likely. No, our future is right now. I don't know. Yeah, we're just we're gonna do what we do right now and let it continue to build. We have I think our nearest future is our event that's coming
Yes.
up.
For
Yes,
sure.
we're definitely
the-
going to touch on that.
Yeah, but as far as the podcast or what we're doing together, we're going to keep doing exactly as we're doing. We don't foresee changing much in the way we do. Certainly not in the way we do it. I mean, we might get new T-shirts or something.
So
Right.
are you guys putting out monthly podcasts? Is that no?
Bi-weekly, every
Bi-weekly.
other Sunday.
Okay.
We did miss one, as I said. If you ask me, you said what's the best thing about doing a podcast? We may have a different perspective, but for me, the hardest thing about doing a podcast is getting the three of us together.
Sure.
Sure.
By far the hardest part because
Yeah.
of our like EC said, our the busy lives that we lead.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
We can understand that.
that's part of it.
Yep. So every other
sometimes-
week, every other Sunday, 9 a.m.
Plus a guest.
Sometimes.
Plus getting a guest, right? So it's
Sure.
I mean, you guys have the same, right? You guys
Yes,
have
sir.
a number of hosts, right? So when you have 3 people trying to make or 4 people trying to make a schedule, and then you're trying to fit a guest in, that's really,
Yeah.
Oh,
as you guys I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
understand.
does
It's
get
difficult.
challenging. Sure.
Yeah, we've had a few bail out on us at the last minute. It gets
That's
a
not
little-
really our issue. We have
It's the other way.
it's the other way. It's the other way. Is
Yeah.
that it's sometimes we don't get our schedule together until the day of.
Yeah.
And then we try not to ever we've done it once, but we try never to ask a guest to record the day of. We have a whole program that we send out and we do, and we have the fact that we only do 26 shows a year.
That's gotta
6
be-
of those we do 5 of those we do by ourselves, plus one that is our Christmas special, which is our rental car stories.
which was
And then
awesome.
Thank you. And so that leaves us with 20 shows for guests, and we have probably not going to exaggerate, probably 2 years worth of guests lined up.
We
Already.
need to
That's
compare
awesome.
some notes.
Yeah, really.
Well,
So that's why we don't do notes for guests, because that's too much. That's too much work.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
that's why it bi-weekly isn't so.
Well, yeah. Weekly we come into a unique
It's-
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my. So
all better now.
here's a fun thing.
Live show.
Speaking of live shows,
We're back to
committing.
live.
But I could hear off the screen Eric talking about the commitment, getting everybody together, which has always been an amazing thing here. That like everyone's willing to come in each week after week after week. Chris drives like 50 minutes, an hour Damon's the same. Paul, when he comes, he's like an hour drive, so it's always amazing.
I got to walk downstairs.
And then Melissa and I walk downstairs into the studio.
Right.
It's a lot. I don't
like
come down here.
When you record and you're recording and you're live,
Yeah,
like just a second ago, my mic cable dropped and I'm running
whoops.
around off screen. So
Getting a new cable and hooking it up.
oh my God, dude, I'm telling you, every day I'm like, why did we not do the podcast thing like Mike and his gang?
Actually, I like
you
it
know,
live.
You know
Yeah.
why I think?
Because I love gray hair.
You would nitpick and edit
No.
and
I
just
Beer's
tear
onto
that
something.
thing apart.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Wing it.
Well, that's what EC does after we do a show. Tell him, EC.
What? Yeah.
Tell them how many of our episodes you've actually watched.
I heard it's 0.
It's 0. I've not watched a single episode.
Hey, Eric, I'm with you. I've never watched one of our shows. Nope.
See, I've not even watched. I probably haven't watched 2 minutes of it. The only part of the podcast that I've seen is sometimes when I click on Hollywood's Facebook account to see the comments and the feed, it starts running, and that's all I've watched. I just live it, so I don't have to watch it.
You don't have to rewatch it. You lived it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Hey, gang.
So
We're gonna jump to a few commercials, and then when we come back, Melissa's got a ton of stuff in the chat. She's got to go through. But before we go out, man, DJ Damon's back in the studio.
Hey.
Take it away.
Well, West Coast.
DB Sports World, the best value in the world on.
It's time.
BrandedPopUps.com. Get a canopy from your favorite brands such as Carbone Cartel, Shadow Conspiracy, 110% Nutrition, Profile Racing, Union Square Shoes, ProGate, and Gate 9 Designs, among others. Each canopy is 10 foot by 10 foot, comes with a user-friendly collapsible aluminum frame, UV coated for sun protection, and water and flame resistant. Visit our website for the full offerings of your favorite BMX brands. BrandedPopUps.com.
All right, and we are back. DJ Damon bringing us back from commercial break. Damon, break it down. Ooh, all right.
Hey.
We're going to cut over to Melissa. Melissa's going to do our first chat check-in. It's brought to you by our good
boy.
friends over at BMX Rocks Photography. If you guys haven't checked them out, make sure you check them out. Melissa, that chat room's been popping off all night.
Yeah, definitely. Busy. Hey guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. We're so glad to be back together. We're gonna say hi to John Pringle. He says, "What's up, boys and girls?" Chris Beer's checking in the chat. Rick Carter of Beer Budget BMX is also tuning in. Says, "Welcome to Hump Day." Good friend Brian Fell over at Mega Design. He's in the chat talking about Let's Dance. Jen Seabrol of Gate 9 Number Plates is also tuning in.
Jenny
Mike
from the block.
Rodriguez is with us. Tommy Yaley, Van May Live, Grayson Novak's with us. Let's see, who am I missing? Mo Collins says, welcome home, JT. We're so glad you're here.
Mighty Mo.
Recent guest Joe Doherty is also tuning in the chat. Says, hey guys. Len Novak says his favorite magazine was BMX Plus. Mike Rodriguez had said BMXA.
BMX Action.
BMX Action. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sean Gifford of Dye Job Apparel, good supporter of the show, says, what's up, family? Taya Pucci Homer, also BMX Action.
Who is that again?
Is it Thaya?
I thought you said Tayakuchi.
I said Poochie.
That's not. That's not off.
That ain't any better.
That ain't off the birthday list.
I heard two: Tayakuchi and Jenny from the block.
I heard Taikuchi.
Must be that chewing you're hearing in your ear.
I think it's her birthday too, Chris. I can't wait to hear Chris read that one.
It might be the salsa.
Yeah, well, hey, that's all right. That's all right. Let's see. Mo also says BMX Motocross Action. Kim Benson Fugger is in the chat. She says all together again. Rockford
BMX
Rippers is tuning in. Victor Alvarez. Robert Cardoza says, tell the boys I said hi.
Go.
Yeah, go.
Paul Remington, our sound guy, is tuning in from home. I think his plan is to hopefully be here next week, so we'll really have the gang all together.
There we go.
David Dortona says, what's up, kids? Craig is in the chat. Who else am I missing here? Mike Miller. He says, finally back in the studio, and it's these clowns, question mark?
Yo, Hammer.
4416.
Yeah, and he was actually, Mike Miller was actually the one that was curious as to why EC wasn't eating during the show that I had kind of touched on earlier. C.A. Bark says, Mike needs to tell the Mr. Kartoffelkopf story.
Kartoffelkopf.
Okay, well, I was close.
That's potato head in German.
Oh, okay. I would never have guessed that. Let's see. A few more. Joe Rincon's tuning in over on YouTube. Thanks so much. Zach Goss is with us. Jimmy Villata. Wait, no, Villalata. What's up, ladies? He says. And then Tommy Yaley says, EC for Dirty Fest, are you going to... Oh, well, we're going to probably save this question. But
right.
Yeah, he's got a Dirty Fest question, so we'll get back to that. So thank you for tuning in, guys. If anybody's got any questions or anything for the guys, let me know.
Perfect. Big shout out to our chat sponsor, BMX Rocks. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Man, lots of shit to talk about, Chris.
So...
Speak in the goddamn microphone.
Do we want to go...
Where?
Dirty Fest?
You want to talk dirty?
Well, yeah. So
ask them if they want to talk dirty, Chris.
I feel like that's a redundant question.
Chris always likes to talk dirty.
I could use. Do you guys want to talk dirty?
There you go, Chris.
That was A for effort, buddy.
I usually pay $2.75 a minute for this.
Yeah, we do it for
prices
free.
Have gone up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can work that into paying for some of this stuff. Wait a minute.
Right. That's right.
Just send me your credit card information.
First, though, before we jump into the questions we have for you guys, when you guys were over at Frogtown, awesome job over there. You guys set up, you did the recordings, and it was just an awesome job you guys did with the show you did there. So first, I wanted to say thanks, congratulations on that.
Doing that live stuff like that is not easy.
It's we've
we've tried.
So
Could
congrats.
not have done it without Hans Jobé.
That's right.
There you go. But how did you guys come up with the idea of Dirty Fest?
Yeah, we were so we were at Frogtown. It was probably what, 2:30 in the morning?
3 a.m. maybe.
Hey, you guys, no good story starts with a salad, just for the record.
Exactly. And what was the name of that? What's the name of the bar there again?
My Bar.
Yeah, my
My
bar.
Bar. So we basically hijacked the only bar in town called My Bar. We hijacked that thing on the weekend, and so we had gotten back to the room from My Bar, and
After a hot dog eating contest.
After a hot dog eating contest.
Who won? Who won out of the three of you guys?
It was it was a dare contest, really.
There was a hot dog machine that had hot dogs that had been there for months. We saw them in there the day before, and it was unplugged then.
Yeah,
and the same
machine
hot
wasn't
dogs were
on.
still there.
The machine wasn't on. Let's put it that way.
Yep. So what we do, guys, we play a game called How Much. So whenever we're out and about at bars or carrying on, whatever.
He means family restaurants.
Family restaurants, yes. We do it's how much. And so for that instance, it was how much to eat that hot dog. And so we included all the people in the bar. So we got all the locals. We were trying to get all the locals, and we almost had a couple of ladies that were in there. We almost had them. I think it was at like $85 or something like that. And then they backed out at the last minute. And yeah, man, I just reached over and grabbed that thing and it just snapped into a Slim Jim.
But didn't one of the girls eat?
Yeah, one of the lizards jump out of that thing.
Hollywood
You
ran.
called her a lizard?
Wow. Well, as soon as I did that, Hollywood ran to get the other half. He took a bite, and then one of the ladies ran and grabbed the rest of it, and she ate it to be part of the team.
Yeah. Miss Angel Camp, 1958, came right on over.
So you're saying Dirty Fest evolved from a hot dog eating contest?
Exactly right. Yep, that's it.
That sounds pretty dirty. So
Anyway, we made it back. to the room,
Sounds dirty.
And
Is
we
the
were
lizard
talking
gonna be
about
there
how
this
much
year?
fun we were having and how bitchin' it was, and you know how awesome the setting was that Huff had created and everything, and that we were just having a blast. And I work at a place that promotes bicycle events, and I just said, guys, we could totally do this where I work. Like, there would be no problem. 500 campsites, all the land that we could ever need to make it happen. And I mean, careful what you ask for, because as soon as I said that, man, Hollywood did exactly that same look that he just did on screen, and we were off to the races. So here we are, a month and a half out.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Yeah,
it's coming
Crazy.
up.
All right, so let's cover that real quick. April 28th through the 30th, and this is going to be at Temecula, California.
I cannot believe you pronounced that correctly. I would have bet $1 that no way you got that.
Motherfucking Temecula!
Yeah, look at that.
He's practicing. He was practicing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've heard it pronounced correctly from somebody. I don't know if it was on your show or somewhere. Yeah, that would have been a mess. Yeah. So folks that don't know what this is, it's
Into the
give us the
microphone.
basics of what this is about.
We call it Southern California's premier vintage BMX extravaganza. And JV will tell you about the details and how much it costs.
Oh,
Don't ask me.
yeah. How much it costs? Yeah. Well, the website for sure, dirtyfest.com. You can get all the pre-registration info. It's going on right now, so there is a discount if you pre-register versus if you go do it on Friday. There's no registration on Saturday, so it's either going to be online or it's going to be at Temecula on Friday. But I mean, it is. So what we did was we really tried to think of all the cool pastime things that we loved to do. One of them is race. So we've got to do a vintage race, and we have to make sure that we wanted to keep it true. So we tried to make sure that all of the things from how the gate was going to work, for a 70s race versus an 80s race was going to be fairly true to that era. Want to make sure that everyone, has got the proper equipment, that their bikes, and it's quite honestly, it's going to be an honor system. You just can't check every bike, but you sign up to have fun. It's not really about anything else more than being with friends and going around the track like you used to. So we got the race taken care of, and then we just started like, boy, maybe we should do foot down. Foot down will be fun. We had so much fun doing foot down. Everyone loved to do it. All you need is space. And so we came up with a foot down, doing a foot down competition for people that sign up. We then went with a pit bike race. So we'll do EC's got a pit bike kind of track set up where we'll be doing that. We actually got a sponsor that's going to take care of that one for us. So we're lucky there. They're going to provide the bikes, so not everyone has to bring a bike. It's going to be already provided for you. Just have to sign up for it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's like the Race of Champions. Haro Bicycles gave us 12 16-inch pit bikes.
Wow.
And Crit Plate will be making a number plate that says 1 through 12 on each of them. And so this event, the 16-inch pit bike derby, happens right in the middle of Saturday night's 80s costume party.
All right.
Exactly. Yeah. So we thought, what else did we love to do? And that was go, have a good time and go out. So we said, let's try and do an 80s party. We think everyone's going to have a good time with that. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's we're excited about it. I mean, talk about Crit Plate. I mean, Mike Rodriguez is going to be providing the number plates that are going to be given for prizes for places when people place
awards.
He's also offered to do like a custom order plates for people, which they can do online, but he'll make it up right there. So whatever number they want to put in front on it, he'll do that. And that's one of those plates that it's only going to be offered at the track. It's got, I don't know if you saw, Mike posted it. Bob Haro actually drew something for us for Dirty Fest.
I saw that.
In a second, it's going to cycle through your guys' slideshow here. I actually dropped it in here earlier today. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That is cool to have a Bob Haro cartoon, man.
Yeah, custom, an OG custom just for us. And then we're going to have a limited edition. We're going to have 2 versions of posters that everyone can buy. A limited edition, high-end poster that'll be numbered and signed. And some of our other prizes, we have everyone's giving us prizes to give away. We're going to have a monster raffle, and that's going to be incredible. And we also have thanks to EC's mom's backyard and shed, we have a bunch of EC's trophies that we're giving away. Now I don't know if EC knows that yet, but we're giving away all of his old trophies. But there's a couple trophies we're not allowed to give away.
Oh, look at that.
I found this in one of the boxes.
Wow.
See what happens?
Dude.
See what happens?
Savage.
Stack the deck. That's a classic Hollywood move.
Yeah.
I wish I would have stacked the deck with a picture of him wearing dolphins in Fiji.
No. Never happened. You don't have the proof.
No proof.
All right. It sounds like you guys got a lot of cool events going on.
So, yeah.
You got to have the proof.
That's the tiger.
Look at that.
So you're gonna have old school bike show and all that stuff.
Yeah, we have a massive bike show with some, not only just show bikes, but some phenomenal displays that will be there on site. The guys that have put together, a history of BMX or a history of certain brands. I mean, if you want to know about the beginning all the way to now about Redline and some of the most awesome collectible bikes from Redline, they'll be there. Something else we just added. It was Eric's idea. We're gonna have on Sunday as a part of the break to give guys a break between races. We're gonna have a ghost riding contest.
Oh,
What?
oh my gosh!
Just got to ghost ride the whip, son.
Yeah.
Yep, we have a couple of special bikes there that EC has that we're going to send Sans Rider.
Just send it,
Right.
son.
All right, check this out. I'll show up on my 1978 Schwinn Stingray with the banana seat 8-hanger bars and challenge anybody to a wheelie contest.
You have to get there first, Damon.
Come on, Damon.
Hey, if I leave now, I might be to make it.
Ride that damn bike there.
Hey, and are you gonna bungee cord the big stereo to the front of the handlebars too? Because that's keeping it real right there.
And they already set up Chicago style too.
Yep, Chi-town. That away.
I'm gonna nominate my son. He collects stingrays, and he can wheelie pretty damn good. So.
Yeah, but on one of them heavy ass twin stingrays.
That's what he's got. He's got vintage stingrays.
Yeah,
all right. I'll send you a picture of mine.
I'm going with EC.
I love it.
I'm going with EC's kid, man. His knees are young.
Right.
Young knees.
I think the side-by-side wheelie contest would be fantastic.
100%.
Oh, then my money's on Damon because he knows how to do it. Right. Just one hand shove off to the side. Yep. He's BMX. He's real-time BMX.
Coast to break the whole
get
nine.
Out here, Damon, with that stingray, and even if we don't have a challenge, man, you got to bring that thing out here and wheelie around the venue. It'd be fantastic.
I'll send you a picture of it so you can check it out.
You get Damon out there. You get Damon out there. You got a DJ too for the '80s party.
There you go.
Oh,
me and Mike talked about something.
We got the world famous Johnny Johnson.
Johnny Johnson.
Yeah.
Hey,
Johnny Johnson.
Hey, we've had him on here.
He's our official
Johnson.
DJ
and trivia expert.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Historian.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, I could do his opening set for him, and then he can come in and close it
There
out.
you go.
100%.
I like it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Singing our national anthem is Lauren Ingle. She was on American Idol. She's singing our national anthem. She's fantastic.
What the?
Holy cow!
A minute. Wait, what did you just say?
But my favorite story.
Is that for real?
My favorite. That's real. And my favorite.
It was literally for a moment, Eric. I thought it was made up because it was just that much of like maybe not.
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard about it.
Well,
I was with.
Are we supposed to be surprised by that?
Yeah, because he doesn't read the text messages.
You don't read your text.
Yeah, I sent him with a link. I sent a link to them with her, her YouTube video. Check out Lauren Ingle from American Idol.
That's
Fantastic
amazing.
story.
No, that's amazing, you guys.
It's amazing. She is amazing, and it's an amazing story.
Man.
And she is the daughter-in-law of our good friend Tim Ingle, who's the guy. He's our printer. He does all our banners, all of our stickers. Super good guy. But it's just one more thing that makes it special. And I want to tell you one more thing. Probably my favorite thing of our event is for the flag ceremony, carrying the flag of the first Dirty Fest ever is the first #1 rider in BMX. David Clinton will be carrying the flag on a Kawasaki bike for our flag ceremony.
Nice.
Now, for those for those that tune into our show, you mean a Kawasaki pedal bike?
Kawasaki pedal bike.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
1974 Kawasaki.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these newer guys don't realize that back in the day when BMX just started getting going, the motorcycle companies all kind of jumped in there for a little bit.
And our announcer, Mike?
Oh, yeah. The Hammer. Mike on the mic. Yep.
Love it.
My boyhood friend and published author, Michael Miller.
Oh, wait. This guy right here. Back by Damon. Here, hand that to me. We keep him right here, right there.
There he is.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Hey, if you go to page 74, it's a scratch and sniff.
You know what? You told me that, and I did that on the plane, and I'm now on a no-fly list, okay?
Yep. If you scratch and sniff, it smells like scratched paper.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
The lady next to me that was 97 years old and dead, never going to look at me the same. Never going to look at me the same. She's like, this dude keeps scratching the paper. And I'm like,
I must be scratching it in the wrong spot.
I'm like, do you know who Hollywood Mike Miranda is? They're like, sir, here's some silver bracelets. Have a nice flight. So the next thing I wanted to ask you guys about is this hit the social media yesterday, big breaking news. Your event, Frogtown's event, and the Texas State Classic event. You guys are now in. And there's so many questions, and I said, you know what? We're going to wait till tonight. Yeah. So you guys are now a nationally, I think I'm saying this right, nationally pointed class, like national pointed event? Like how is this working out? Like as this classic race that you're doing on different tracks, like non-conventional race tracks in the circuit, but you guys are now pointed nationally, and you can win a plate and trophies and all this fun stuff. How is this happening?
I don't know.
Well, since we're all doing the same, yes.
Breaking
what?
news.
There's other
EC
races?
doesn't know.
Dun dun dun. Eric Carter. I don't know.
He had no idea.
I'll have to
I love
defer.
it.
Hey, Eric, when we have you on the show, can the manager or owner of where you work at be on here with you?
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, good idea. No, first of all, how did this come about that you guys work this all together with the three different events? Like, how'd that happen?
Well, we when we had the idea, and then we talked with Todd Huffman from Frogtown. We were working together. All along, we've been saying that our goal, one of our goals, was to drive people from our event to Frogtown. And then our good friends, B.R. Anderson and Rusty Roberts from Texas, said they were going to do an event as well. So it just made sense that we combined our resources, and we had the same classes, so that we could, at the end, again, promoting what we're doing, the vintage BMX, and sending people to other events, motivating them to go to the other ones, so that we could have points at the end and see who comes out to be the 1970s BMX full suspension champion, and who was going to be the side hack champion, and all that, just to make it more fun.
Oh,
Is
that's
it
cool.
so? Is it something you can get a national number plate for, like a nag plate?
Well, yeah, but it won't be a USA BMX nag plate. It'll be your wife is a nag plate.
I
I didn't say that. No, I didn't. Oh, no,
I
I
want
didn't
you to
say that.
understand. My wife's the number one nag
No.
plate. Okay.
No, I didn't say that. I got in trouble today. Because I said, well, we're on that like fat on a mother-in-law. And dude, I instantly got a message from my mother-in-law. No more cookies for me, she said.
I saw that on your
Yeah,
Facebook.
that didn't fly so well.
So if I'm hearing it right, it's like it's a pointed class within the three events you're having.
Correct. Three as of now.
Okay.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Here's the thing. All
Dun, dun, dun.
Mr. Crate has to do, Mr. Mike himself, is just be like, that's a nag plate, and happy day, and there it is. He's all done.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter how many races we put on. Mike Savage will go to them all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Melissa, you remember when I raced him up there at the indoor track, Savage?
Yes, I do.
Dude,
actually,
the guy goes, I was gonna go to this track, but there was a snowstorm, so I came here. Now, FYI, this snowstorm that he diverted and then came up to our indoor track that we raced at was like, 15, 16 inches or something?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that one, I came up here. Was it New Year's race? It was a New Year, wasn't it, or something?
They did it.
I'm
I don't
like-
remember to tell you the truth.
It's
I don't
like,
have
Jesus,
the BMX
dude.
brain.
Melissa hasn't had as many concussions as we
Nope.
had.
That'd be
No,
zero.
but Melissa remembers every mistake Justin ever made the entire time she's known him.
It's a long time, Mike. It's a long time,
Short
buddy.
list.
Short list.
Ah.
Wait a minute.
Melissa, do you got anything in the chat?
No. Yeah, actually, one question.
All right.
Tommy Yaley says, EC for Dirty Fest, are you going to do dual routes to choose between a bigger jump and some rollers similar to the Frogtown water jump, or the double roller choice? Some of us work on Monday.
Oh, like a decision maker or something?
No, there won't be like a water jump and then a go around line, if you will. But all of the jumps are rollable. So for that reason,
I'm there. I'm there.
Dude, we can do that.
Yeah, I'm there.
they're jumpable, but they're also rollable. Okay.
Smart.
So from a safety standpoint, there's a European turn that we're building that has like features in the middle of it. So you could go inside and catch those features, or you could go outside and catch the berm. And then the berms are actually pretty flat. One of the things I noticed about Frogtown, and that I've always been a proponent of, is that when you lay the berms down a little bit and you make them flat, it forces riders to either go slow and block the inside or swing wide to have better exit speeds. And I think it promotes really good passing. And it also is going to allow for slightly less speed to be carried for, because as the question alludes to, we're not getting any younger.
Nope.
And guys have to go to work. So we want to make it fun. We want to promote passing. I loved at Frogtown that there was, we'll call it rough riding. Riders are bumping into each other. I think that's the essence of BMX. And so, I observed a lot of the stuff that they had at Frogtown, and I'm trying to bring some of those elements in because I think they did a good job. And I think we're going to have a lot of the similar traits at our track too. So yeah, but no water jump, or as Moeller calls it, the glory hole. So no glory holes. And but we will have a fantastic track that's going to promote a really good time with some great passing.
All right,
That's cool. That's cool.
Did you just have a concussion, Chris?
Yeah, I just had a concussion moment there.
I thought you had a go goddamn stroke.
So Tom Johnson in the chat is wondering if Crazy Ronnie has signed up for the race yet.
He better be.
Crazy Ronnie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we haven't we've been taking signups, but we haven't been keeping track of them yet. We're not
Not sure.
Probably.
I hope
didn't
so.
Didn't he just have ankle surgery?
He did.
Yeah, he did have an ankle surgery. Remember, he was gimping around.
Yeah.
Chris, put a wig on. Get out there. Race for him.
Yeah, but maybe it might be better by then. That's over a year, man.
I think he said he was coming out for sure. Whether he was racing is a different.
I'm sure he'll be there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't imagine.
I'm sure you guys will get a lot of old school guys showing up there. So
being it's the birthplace of BMX, I'm sure there'll be a lot of old school guys.
yeah, I'm sure.
I know Terry T is training.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Terry T's going to be bringing the heat, man. That dude is fast on these vintage tracks. I've
Well,
watched him.
Let's just be honest. When you're stacking like that shit, you can do that, okay?
Yeah, man. He had a battle with with old Cheeseburger. Him and Dick Cheeseburger battled it out, and Cheeseburger hit the deck.
Winstrol will make you fucking strong as shit. Anyway, moving on.
Those guys, those guys. Some of those guys are still AA pros.
Yeah.
Well, testosterone in your butt cheek makes you fast.
We're AAA.
We're AAA.
I'm not even.
I'm AARP.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. That's my sponsor.
AARP, bro.
That's AARP, baby.
Funny story for anybody under the age of AARP's recommended age of joining. They can't discriminate against you. I joined AARP at 21 years old because they can't discriminate on age, race, or gender. So I've been getting the AARP discount since I was 21 years old. You're welcome on that tidbit. Things you wish you knew when you knew.
Fantastic.
Hey,
I've been just paying the membership ever since then. What do you got, Chris?
I got a question. So if I have a 24-inch cruiser, can I race that in the cruiser class?
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you have a 24, 26, 29, 28.
No, that's what these guys were talking about at the beginning of their last show.
Yeah.
I can't believe some of the crazy questions we're getting asked.
Exactly. Some of the questions we get are poor JV has to field those things.
Yeah, those dang questions. I hate those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've all been there, done that. If we've all been involved in running a track or whatever. You get all kinds of crazy questions, but So
you mean to tell me you got a website entirely set up to answer every question?
Yeah, EC, what's our website? Tell them what our website is, EC.
It's been scrolling across the bottom of the show the whole time.
Yep, it's the dirty stuff. Dirty stuff. Dirtystuff.com.
I feel like
Log
that
in
might
and see what
t-
pops
You
up.
might find something else if you go
Yeah,
into
I was
that.
gonna say.
Careful what you type in there.
Google search that, guys. Everybody
Yeah.
out there, Google search Dirty Stuff. It's going to be an amazing festival.
Wait a minute. That says it's in Amsterdam. Wait a minute.
It's in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I told you, Hollywood alluded to another event.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shit.
Oh, it's great.
Okay,
So
so we
So good.
we asked we asked about the national thing, and it's not technically going to be a national class. It's just going to be a pointed class within the races you guys are doing, correct?
That's correct. It'll be a vintage national class.
Okay, so you guys aren't going to be, out at Grands.
Nope.
No, this is the 3 races, and then that decides what you guys have, right?
As of now.
Ooh, I love the teaser.
So this is a USA BMX sanctioned event.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why
I am a USA BMX track operator.
Hey,
Not yet. He's not
Welcome.
a track operator until he puts OP shorts on.
That's right. That's right.
You
Gotta
need an
change that
NBL hat.
Gotta have a
Yeah.
trucker hat on there.
I got one
Exactly.
for you. I'm going to ship it out to you, man. But you got to
Gotta
get
have
them
a-
short shorts, okay?
Yep.
Exactly.
Gotta have my Coors Light in a koozie and a little microphone.
Well,
Now
what's
you're
short?
so-
Because
so-
I've seen Hollywood in a thong.
No.
That's true.
No,
That's
he's talking about. So you got to get a hold of
buddy.
Tedesco and see if he can get you some of those shorts.
Listen, you guys.
Fantastic.
So now we know it's not like you're not going to do the thing at Grands. It's awesome. Seeing just like it's been like 2 years. Like Frogtown's done their thing, and now you guys are involved. I want to go around. All right, so just ask all 3 of you this question, and we'll start with Eric first. Where do you see this vintage racing going? Because like you guys are on the cusp of it right now. You're on the forefront. Where do you see this possibly going?
Well, I know we can expand. I know that for a fact, actually. So, more could happen. I don't know how much more. I don't see it being a massive push like 80s BMX because I think our user group is somewhat limited. I do think we will get people that are younger in age that maybe didn't get to experience vintage BMX racing that they'll come out because I think the events are really family friendly and they're a lot of fun for everybody. And so we are exposing this style of racing and the atmosphere of the racing. That's something that I noticed that was uniquely different at Frogtown than when you go to a normal BMX races. The atmosphere was like it was when it was old school, and it's fun. It's a different kind of fun. It was a more relaxed atmosphere, and so I do think we'll pull some of those non-vintage aged riders in, but I also want to be careful. I don't want to saturate it, right? Because if if we say this was a great weekend, say we killed it and Frogtown kills it and the guys in Texas kill it and we go, oh my gosh, let's have 30 weekends. And it completely dilutes and it takes the special aspect of it out. So I think if we end up having a successful event and we are one of the premier promoters of these type of events, I think we have a slight responsibility to make sure that we take care of it and don't get greedy with it and destroy what we're creating. That's my hope. That's what I see.
I like it. JV, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly the same. I mean, Eric's right on. I think just because of the audience, the size of the audience, I don't think it'll be huge, not like a national circuit, so to speak. But I do think that it can be in different parts of the country, like the East, could use one because those riders aren't necessarily going to be traveling to the West Coast. So those type of pockets, I think, could be great because then you can start to there's a lot of people that are like us, kind of like always nostalgic and thinking about, how it was in the 80s, and they want to show their bikes off and just like, see the pros. So those are going to be around, but yeah, I don't see it to be huge, but I do see it to be in pockets around the country.
Yeah. No, it's a cool thing.
And Mike?
Commando. Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question?
Let's go Commando.
Yeah, I don't think I can expand on the answers of my two cohorts here. It's perfect. Just that we know what we're doing is something special. And since the very beginning, we have always planned on being able to scale up, to take what we do and scale up. So doesn't matter how many riders we have, we hope we have a lot. And we know that the numbers may change if we were to take it somewhere else, but the fun won't. The fun will stay the same because it's the three of us.
Yeah, and there's one more important aspect that I'm going to add to it, and it's something that myself, Mike, and JV all agree on. And we've actually done this. We've inspected, not on site per se, walking, but we've inspected a few potential locations, and we've actually disqualified some of those locations because they don't fit what we're not going to compromise the quality of the event, the quality of the track,
like it,
just to cram one through and make an event happen.
Sure.
And get entries. It has to be a quality event, and it has to tick off all the boxes for us for it to happen. So
nudity has to be on there.
Has to.
There's all kinds of hot dogs, all kinds of things have to be on there.
Right.
Hey, I know my man JV has to jump.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I have to go. I'm still on the clock here.
Okay, buddy.
I'm a little late to getting somewhere, but thank you for letting us on. I appreciate that. Don't let these guys talk about me though.
I got your back, buddy.
Thank you,
right,
JV.
thanks.
Yeah,
Have a good night. Thank you.
Hey, great seeing everybody.
You too.
Good to see you.
Is he off yet? Can we start?
So this one time JV, you know what this JV did get one time?
Thanks, JV.
Man, he's a good dude.
Yeah, great guy there.
Best man at my wedding, I was the best man at his.
You were?
Aw.
That's great.
I like
He's
it.
my best man.
So I know.
I got to resize the screen. Talk, Chris.
Okay. So I know, like, gosh, would have been like 7 years ago. We did a
you know what I was
vintage-
going to say? I'm
What?
sorry.
Go ahead.
You guys were talking about like going to sites and ruling them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Chris is neighbors with Kid Rock Bob Seeger. Like his backyard, it's a goddamn oasis. Okay, like we could put on an 80s show there, and I mean he's got llamas, he's got giraffes out there.
You might as well throw a helicopter in there too.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
No, you have a helicopter pad at your goddamn house. I've been there.
Dude, come on.
Like he talking shit over where. Oh, Mike just left.
He froze. He was froze up for a minute.
Eric, you're gonna have to carry this shit, okay?
That's all right, man. I'm got my. Let's do
look,
it,
bro. I'm balls deep in a joke on Chris right now. I hope you're ready, okay? You're gonna have to carry me, okay?
If you think balls deep is good.
And this is the joke. We're not gonna get listed where it's family friendly on YouTube and or the podcast, all right?
Yeah. All right.
You think Bob Seeger gets listed family friendly?
I don't know.
You're neighbors with him.
Let me call him and ask him.
See, yeah, exactly. Look, he's got. Anyway.
No, I don't. I do not live next door to Bob Seeger.
Kid Rock?
No.
Sheryl Crow?
No.
MC5?
Hey, all I can say.
Look, dude,
Kid
I'm
Rock
running out of Detroit artists. Okay.
Kid Rock lived in the same town I live in. How's that?
All right, fair enough.
Not anymore. He
all right,
moved to
we look.
I got a coffee with him one time at Starbucks.
And he asked for a helicopter ride in Chris's helicopter, and Chris is like, "Shit's still in the shop."
Nope.
That's right.
So I got to. We're gonna skip the lightning round, but I want to make sure we plug the lightning round.
If Eric's the only one in here, we could.
Oh, actually, we could, couldn't we?
But no, he's gonna have his own show. So we'll do it when
You're
he
right.
has his own
Good
show.
call, Chris. Good
Right,
call.
right,
Good call.
right. We'll save it.
But you know what? I think we should ask him these race questions, though. Or unless you want to skip those because he's got his own show.
What race questions?
The ones under the header that says race questions.
Okay.
I feel like he's got his own coming up.
Yeah, he's got his own show coming up. So let's just skip.
So
I got to skip
I'm
all.
good either way.
Here, let's cover this real fast while we're waiting for Mike to come back. So the Dirty Fest is at Vale Lake Resort.
Which is where Eric works.
And it's the KOA's #1 campground.
Maybe you should just hand it over to Eric and let him do the plug.
Okay.
It is.
But
No,
does
go
he
ahead.
know?
Yeah, do you know? Can you plug this?
Yeah. So yeah, it is.
Go.
It's a KOA campground at the Vale Lake Resort in Temecula. It's about maybe 15 minutes east of downtown. I wouldn't call it downtown, Old Town Temecula. Super close to lodging, wineries. There's a ton of really cool place to eat. We have an Indian reservation, the Pechanga Indian Reservation, with a casino that's about 15 minutes away. So tons of things to do outside of the event. But the campground's awesome. And if you ride mountain bikes, you could bring a mountain bike and ride the Velocity Bike Park, which is what I actually do for the campground, is build and maintain trails. There's fishing at the lake. I don't believe we're going to have the kayak and SUP part of lake recreation open at the time because our road to the lake washed out with the recent storms. But we have a really cool bar called the Bunkhouse Bar that's open on Friday and Saturday nights. But I think we'll have our own activities going on as well. But Velocity Bike Park at the Vale Lake Resort is where we'll be, or where we will be at, and it's 500 campsites. I think we have 11 cabins and growing. We're going to be putting more cabins in, but it's just a cool facility under the oak trees. I think people are going to be really blown away when they drive into the campground and see the atmosphere, see the track, see what we have going. I think it's going to be a fantastic weekend.
Awesome.
Sounds really cool. Man, we need to do that.
So we're gonna skip the lightning round and hopefully, but when we get into the after chat, we can get Eric committed to a show.
For sure.
So the next part we are going to go to is our newsmaker segment, which you guys are kind of a part of. So you guys don't go anywhere, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So each and every
I'll be in Amsterdam.
That's right.
All right, so each and every week, our newsmaker segment is brought to you by our good friends over at 110 Nutrition. They bring you the best in nutrition supplements. Make sure you guys check them out at 110 Nutrition. And this week, we want to let you guys know, as we do each and every week, we bring you the Where is the Captain segment. And our friends over at the Where is the Captain, Nick and Lindsay Long, we want to let you guys know where you can find them. So this week, on March 18th, in Daytona BMX, down there in Florida, they're going to be running a clinic. And make sure you guys, we're going to put the links in the chat. You can sign up. Go over there. Daytona's a great track. I got to run a state race there. It's a fun track. That's what I got to say, man. It's a lot of fun there. It's long.
It's a long one.
You better have your cardio on.
Oh boy.
Don't get drunk the night before.
Okay.
I
don't have
that.
to worry about that. But
yeah, you don't. But don't do that.
That wouldn't be BMX in Florida then.
Yeah, well, nobody warned me because it was the first state race in the series. And then the following day, Nick and Lindsay will be up in Jacksonville. Pump track.
Pump.
That's they'll be up there at Jacksonville, and make sure you guys check it out. All the links are in there, and you can check them out on Facebook and Instagram. It's easy to sign up with them. All right, it's a good time. So our next bit of news.
Good clinic.
We're gonna toss it over to you guys.
All right.
We're gonna.
Who wants to take it away? Who wants to take it? You know what?
Go get him.
Eric, take it away. Take it away, Eric.
Yep. Here we go. We're doing. We're talking dirty stuff, dirty fest. Go to the race. Sign up. Pre-reg is open.
Links are in the
Get
chat.
in where you fit in, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dirty Fest. It's
right.
It's brought to you by our good friends over at Dirty Knobs Podcast. Registration is now open for Dirty Fest. Melissa's going to put the links in.
Southern California's premier vintage BMX event where you'll see all the old pros except Harry Larry.
You're not going to see Harry Larry there.
Oh,
You're
Harry's
not going to
coming,
see him
huh?
there. No.
Okay.
You won't. No.
Nope. Okay.
No, he's got a lot of other things to do, like argue with Monica Kelly. But shit's gonna happen.
Harry made sure he let Mike know he wasn't going to be there.
Okay.
Even though Mike didn't ask him.
Well,
so
dude's missing out, man. So
wait.
He puts the F, he doesn't know how to put the F in fun. We put the F in fun.
I believe that.
I don't doubt that.
So the Dirty Fest again is April 28th through the 30th. So make your plans now, right? Get your plane tickets.
Yeah.
Get your campsite because they're about 3/4 full already.
Oh.
And that's at the Vail Lake Resort in beautiful wine country, Temecula, California, or Temecula, as Chris may say.
Yeah, Temecula. I've been there.
You've been to Temecula?
Temecula, yeah.
Temecula, what?
Yeah, not Temecula, but I've been
Was
to
Tim
Temecula.
McGraw there?
That's who it was. That was that guy, yeah.
I don't know what just happened right
I don't either.
All right. Chris, tell him about the next little bit of news.
All right, where are we going next here? Give me a second.
Oh, shit, I think I'm supposed to do this one. All right, our next bit of news is coming to you out of Florida, and it's coming to you from our good friends in Charlotte BMX. They got their fancy Gold Cup race coming up. It's going to be on April 8th. You guys don't want to miss this one. It'll be a good time. You know what? It's one of the few tracks you have a decision to make at. Not just one, but two. So you can go down the second straight. Chris, Damon, Melissa, we've all been there.
Yes,
haven't
we have.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the place where you could have a T-bone or a beer, right?
We were
Yes,
there
sir.
together.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Damon ended
No, but
up
they have
on
a
the
bridge, and it's really cool.
And Damon ended up on the Yoshimura
Flat pedal
commercial.
Friday.
Yeah. Remember that?
He's getting
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I love the bowls. Do you get the bowl with the egg roll on the side? Which Yoshimura do you get?
I love the Yoshimura with the wonton. The Yoshimura with the wonton is amazing.
Oh, man. I go every time they have a booth, I go straight over there and order me one.
It's the same
Well,
place.
that's your buddy
It's
Big
the same,
E, right?
Yeah, well, no, it's the same
Yoshimura?
place Eric's eating at right now.
Yeah.
Right?
The link's going to be in the chat. Look, and they have all the information you need from the practice schedule, registration, and here's the thing. Jill just joined in the chat. If you guys want to know about camping for the Charlotte BMX Gold Cup race, do not contact Nick Jones.
Nick Jones.
Don't call him.
No?
Don't email him. Don't text him.
Dude, he doesn't have anything to do with that. He's over
It doesn't matter, dude. That's how in demand that man is.
Jones.
Hey.
Nick Jones, son.
Get a hold of Nick Jones if you
All
want
right.
to know about camping at a track that he doesn't run.
That's, yeah. All right. I got to get the next.
Trumbull?
Yeah, take it away. It's not lighting up for
Oh,
me.
the rumble and trumble.
Oh, yeah. Couple
Go.
trips to that snack bar will give you the rumble and trumble.
I've done the rumble and trumble.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Darren
here.
Waterbury, watch out.
That's right.
All right, let's see how I do with this. Trumbull BMX March Madness. To participate, please click link.
Just summarize the goddamn thing, okay?
Hey, he'll read anything on the teleprompter.
There
If
it
it's in
is.
cap locks, he's going to yell.
Long hair, don't care.
Oh my gosh.
Home of
right.
White Castle Burger. Come on down to Trumbull BMX.
Thank you, Chris.
Anyways, they're doing a March Madness bracket thing. You can go online.
Did you fill it out yet, Chris?
No, this is the first time hearing about this. Can't you tell?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's in my department.
Oh my gosh.
First time hearing about it.
So go to their website. We're going to put a link in the chat. And you can sign up for your very own March Madness.
Are you a Spartan fan or a Michigan fan?
For what?
Basketball.
No. Neither or. I don't follow it.
What goddamn kind of answer is no?
It's
an either or. Are you a Michigan or Spartan? Like,
if I
which
got to
one?
pick one,
Yeah.
University of Michigan.
They're in the NIT. They didn't even make it to the big league, son.
They didn't make it to the March Madness.
They didn't.
Nope.
But Juwan
Seriously?
Howard beat the shit out of someone earlier this season. That's your coach. You're
That's
welcome.
the coach of
Michigan.
University of Michigan. Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See how I'm removed
Look, I've been in
from-
Florida for the
Well,
last
so now-
4 months, so all I've done is just gain shit to talk on Michigan. That's it. Like, Juwan Howard's just down there talking how he's going to be. It doesn't matter. Let's just.
Isn't he with Jim Harbaugh?
You know
Yeah.
what? We'll do
Hey,
a Friday
Chris-
night show and we'll talk all about Michigan sports.
Chris, it doesn't matter that you don't follow basketball. I don't either. I don't follow soccer either. I'm not into soccer either.
That's the Trojans, right?
Yeah.
That's the Trojans.
That's the Trojans.
USC
Well, we-
Trojans.
We might have to
Oh.
follow them. I don't know.
All right, look, if you guys are a track or a team or a club, or if you're hosting an event and you would like us to do the best we can at sharing your event or show,
Or it's just
it doesn't matter.
destroy it.
Just send it
Trumbull
over to
BMX.
us at All Things BMX Show.
Info
Info.
at
Where?
allthingsbmxshow.com.
Yeah, boy. We'll do our best.
Hey, Justin, you're supposed to introduce Melissa's trivia question.
It's good to see you're reading the script suddenly.
Shit, he just did it.
You couldn't do it all the rest of the goddamn show before?
I'm just getting my feet under me. I'm trying to get
Just
back
getting
in the
it-
groove.
Just getting the groove back?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at that ring.
Or I can do.
Chris, welcome back to the show.
Welcome.
I'm sorry.
Are you
It
ready?
has been a little bit.
We got to go to Melissa, okay?
Melissa's trivia question brought to you by Bombshell Racing.
Melissa, it's your turn.
I don't know how to follow all that.
Sorry. Sorry.
I got our usual sticker pack and some danger snacks in there for the winner. I got a
Brian Dorsey.
hot off the press I Love District Moms t-shirt. Sponsored by the Syndicate and Dye Job Apparel.
That's a
Nice.
good shirt.
Is it a DILFs?
The only better shirt would it be I love the snack bar lady.
Yeah. Oh, I love the snack bar lady.
We're working on some new designs, guys. Hang in there.
They're on their way. They're on
That's
their
in the
way,
works.
okay?
And we got your ATB backpack.
Here we go.
All right. So this question was inspired the other night by some Hollywood pillow talk when he whispered good night to me.
I thought that was between us.
Well, we
I
were
thought you only
talking
said that
about
to me.
time change, and we've all recently been suffering with the time change. So the question is, how many time zones are there in Russia?
Huh?
Whoa.
And there's more than
Niet.
one. I will give you that.
Niet.
How many time zones are there in Russia?
Do they have time
Niet
zones?
Kabuski.
And they do have time zones, and there is more than one. But other than
Wait,
the hell?
wait,
I guess
wait.
time zones are a world. thing,
None.
aren't they?
It's none. They don't allow people to have clocks.
that.
Here's my answer.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Oh.
I'm going with Dave D'Antonio.
Dave already
you
answered
go.
for you.
No, that's not the answer.
Not the answer.
Nope.
no.
That's not the answer. Jared Goff. Hey, I know football a little bit. Just saying.
Hey, who's the guy that got traded to the Raiders? Everyone's up in arms over.
Well, I think that's just a bunch of rumor stuff. They're saying Aaron Rodgers from the Packers got traded to the Raiders. I don't think that's true. I think that was somebody being funny.
I think Red. I think,
No, I'm sorry. No.
Duffy, I think Stu
Jalopolo
Thompson-
from the 49ers is supposed to have signed with the Raiders. I'm sorry.
Check Chris out.
That's who it was.
Somebody watching
I think
CBS
Stu
Sports.
Thompson left Redline and went to Huffy.
Hey, did you hear about Cam Wood taking out Isaac Hayes?
I did
Somebody,
hear about Mike
somebody's gonna get that joke. Oh,
You know I
man.
got that one.
Hey, we need our guests to help us out on our next bit of showcase. BMX Showcase is brought to you by Answer.
You got this one, EC. I got the next one.
All right,
I don't even know what.
Wait,
what am I
we didn't
doing
do
here?
next week's guest.
we'll get to it.
Okay, good.
Look,
Where are we going?
I'm
Showcase.
I'm resizing things and doing the
Gotcha.
best I can. Okay.
All right.
All
That's what
right.
came up next.
Here's what comes up next. All right.
What am I supposed to do?
Announce the next show you guys have and the current show.
You're asking the wrong guy, bro. Dirty Dogs. We don't plan shit.
Every other Sunday, 9 a.m. And the special guest on the next one is, you'll find out next week.
Mom.
Yeah, it's Easy's mom. No.
No.
No,
Yeah,
every other Sunday at 9 a.m. We'll tell you about the guest of the next one. This coming week.
All right.
I bet your mother has some awesome stories.
Dude, that's why she can't be on here. She knows all the dirt.
From all of us.
She's the OG dirty.
Hey, can we get her number? We'll have her on here.
Yeah, no. But we might have, one time we actually may have my mom and Margie Hatfield on.
Okay.
And
Whoa.
Karen
There you go.
And Karen Pavlovsky.
Yeah. So
That's our Mother's Day special.
Shan Hatfield's mom, Glenn Pavlovsky's mom, and my mom were like, man, it was like those three were locked together, and it was insane.
Hey, Margie's
They
still
had
running,
shenanigans.
still running the track down there at, in Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Miss Margie's doing her thing down there.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna
All right.
go to our next showcase segment.
So it's 39.
And it's not.
Take care of that.
Nope. It's not working. So I gotta go to the manual override. Sorry, you guys.
I can do it.
Nope. It's this one right here that Melissa's gonna do.
Oh,
Shit, I'm not there.
Well, you know it.
Yeah. So, the Moms Talk BMX just put out a new podcast today. Actually, just dropped. Jonathan Gable is who they talk to. So go check them out. Put the link in the chat. Catch up on what's going on with him.
I think we need a collab with them. Moms Talk Dirty BMX.
Oh,
They're in the chat, by the way, dude. They're gonna love it.
that would be funny. Justin, where are we going next?
We're going over to our good friends out on the West Coast that recently, Mike, was a guest co-host on.
I haven't got it in.
Dude, I haven't seen that one yet.
You haven't?
No.
me a
I
picture.
bet it was
Some-
killer.
The Maniacs from Manteca, California. Beer Budget BMX, bringing you the BMX action on Saturday Night Live. It's a live chat. If you can't type, it doesn't matter. They can't read. Go ahead and jump in the live room. It's a great show. We love it. We can't miss it. Brought to you by the Hack Shack.
And this week's show is coming in wetter than the ladies that were watching the Beer Budget show live in Bakersfield. Wait, what? It was raining this weekend in Bakersfield. I don't
was.
understand why you're so
It was-
upset.
it was a
Join Thunder
downpour.
Midget and Homie Mike each and every week on the show. Remember, Thunder Midget says to any of you guys striving to make your mains, the essentials of training are tanning beds, tuna, and rice. Tune in, tear your shirt off, get naked, and get wild. Beer Budget BMX.
All right. BMX in our blood. Was it last week's guest? Joe Doherty?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I missed that one. Okay, yep. So, BMX in our blood, episode 140 is Mark Mavilli? Oh.
You guys are getting a preview of the
Preview.
birthdays.
So check out Joe Doherty and his BMX in Our Blood podcast. We're going to put a link in the chat. Make sure you check that out.
And big shout out to Joe Doherty for doing Ride to Recovery. Thank you for what you're doing for the charity, man. You're awesome. Hero.
That is awesome.
Agreed.
I
going-
think did we skipped over Lane 8 podcast, so I want to make sure we
miss
give
it.
it. Yeah, no, it's all right, dude. Like, it's fine. Lane 8 podcast. The new episode is Anderson Souza, the Brazilian badass. Like, what a show title.
Right?
That is cool.
You ever got a Brazilian badass, Chris?
No, I have not.
I bet you Mike has. I guarantee. And he paid extra for it. I guarantee it.
Joe Baumert needed one.
Absolutely. And our last bit we're going to do, Melissa let him know that our good friend, Boss Max Racing Vlog.
Yeah, go check out Maurice Adams as he tours around the Midwest and brings you BMX sessions, races, training, tips and tricks. He's pretty much doing it all. So I'll put a link in the chat.
Yeah. All right, Chris, let them know about next week's
man,
guest.
All right, next week,
150.
show 150. That's right. So 150 of these things. Holy cow.
Congrats on the
Crazy.
150.
Thank
Big
you.
number.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, we're climbing. We're getting there. Holy cow. So next week's guest will be Dr. Jason Richardson.
It's our first doctor we've had on the show.
Hey, I got this boil.
All right, Mike, we need you to call in next week, and we'll handle
Oh,
that.
I'll
Call in. You know I got the phone hooked up.
For Jay Rich, I'm calling in.
I love Dr. J. Rich, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
boy.
author, sports,
Psychologist,
the whole year.
I mean-
So we're gonna get a whole new thing on that. Plus, you know,
man, bro.
he's the guest speaker for the Mighty Mo's BMX cruise this fall. So we'll
Ooh.
get a little.
Should we
update.
call Mo during the show?
We might have to.
Yeah, I think we
Check
should.
in with him.
But we shouldn't tell them that we're going to.
Nobody
Jay
tell him
Rich
we're
is
calling
good
him.
people, man. That's good people right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to-
He puts the ooh in smooth.
That's right.
You know what? He's as cool as the other side of the pillow, baby.
Oh my God.
You all right, Chris?
I guess so. Yeah.
Welcome back to the studio, my friend.
Man, it's good to be back in here. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Gosh.
You ready to redesign this place? Because
Yeah.
I'm not good with this long corridor thing.
Yeah. We can.
We'll work out.
We'll get a Saturday or something. We'll tear it all apart, put it back together.
I hope you're ready for
Evidently,
that, Chris.
like we should definitely redesign this the way our friends do at the Dirty Knobs podcast. Let's just get hammered and redo this thing.
Oh,
How
great.
you do it? Hey, makes
be a-
everything go smooth. Exactly.
All right, Melissa's gonna be the only one that can run a saw, though.
A little bit of whiskey in the wild, man. You're flying.
Oh, slip the plug in. That was good.
You got your whiskey? You want to plug your whiskey?
I didn't get a chance to grab it, but that whiskey in the wild's the good stuff.
There you go. Hey, you want to know who doesn't sponsor our show?
Who's that?
Whiskey in the wild.
Whiskey in the wild.
Jack Daniels.
Hey, there's still time. There's still
There's
time.
still time.
You get that
Oh, if
whiskey
I had
in
a
the
long
wild.
straw right now.
Melissa, is there anything in the chat you want to get caught up on before?
Yeah, I would like to announce my trivia winner.
Yeah.
She, it was the first one in, Miss Jill
What?
Jones.
Jill had it?
Jill, there are 11 time zones in Russia.
What the hell?
She's
Really?
a fast Googler.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a fast
11.
I don't even think she had to Google it.
She might
She
know
might
that.
have known that. I should never assume.
That's gnarly, man.
Either
Yeah.
that
For
or
a bonus point,
Yeah.
she has to say 11 in Russian.
Ooh. We could call her. Do you want to call her?
call Nick.
How late is it?
Don't bother her.
It's only quarter to 10.
Quarter to 10.
Don't bother her.
She doesn't want to talk to you right now.
She
Yeah,
won't
wait
talk
till-
to any of us
wait
right
till
now.
really
Let's
late.
just be honest.
Wait till really late, then we'll call her.
Yeah, let's wait till 12 and then call her.
Yeah, let's call her then.
What are you wearing?
Let's wait a little while, steal a bike. We'll call her then.
Steal
Is
a
this going
bike.
to cost me $2.75?
Hi, this is 1-800-COLLECT. Here's your preview.
1-800
Mom, don't answer this call. I'm just going to go over and stay at my friend's house. Remember that 1-800-COLLECT? You had that
I
little
do.
brief minute. There's your 90s 2000 preview for next week.
Right?
Shoot, they used to sponsor Supercross, man.
Huh?
Like Jeremy McGrath and those guys in the Supercross
Oh,
races.
MC.
MC.
Oh.
It's my favorite back in
Hey,
the day.
let me go back to this screen.
Oh, we're
Hey.
going back to the script?
Yo,
no.
Hey,
no.
speaking of MC,
Dude, we've been
speaking
off
of
that one.
MC, how about your green bike?
yeah.
How about that green hutch?
I do. I got my green hutch.
You got a
Are
World
you-
famous world champion green hutch.
Are you racing that one?
I'm not. That bike's prestigious, apparently.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only one in the world, and it won the world championships, and it's like I said, the only one in the world, and for a short period of time or not for a long period of time, was residing
With
at
MC.
Jeremy McGrath's house.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I don't know how it got to his house. Honestly, I have no idea.
How did you know it was at his house?
I didn't.
Oh,
Well, I
Oh.
did. Eventually, I found out. So I was so Jeremy grew up in on a 10-acre parcel not far from my house, and I grew up racing BMX with Jeremy. So I've known.
oh,
him
you
since
know him? Okay, I didn't know. I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
that you knew him. Okay.
Yeah. We were on the same BMX team together with VDC, and then when he started racing motorcycles, I rode motos with him all the time, a bunch of. And anyways, I know his parents really well as well. So,
Oh, cool.
long story short, I had no idea where that green hutch had gone, where it went. Frankly, I just completely forgot about it. And I happened to be driving by Jack and Ann's place, and Jack was lifting a washing machine out of his truck. So I whipped into his yard. Jack, hold on, let me help you with that. And I helped him get the washing machine situated, and then I went into the barn that was on their property, and I looked up in the rafters, and the green hutch is just hanging in the rafters.
Oh,
Like
that's cool.
Like real barn find.
yeah.
Damn. So Jeremy
True
borrowed
barn.
your hutch.
Wow.
And so I tell Jack, I said, man, Jack, I have no idea. How did you get that? And he just looked at me, he goes, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I point out, I said, that bike, man, that's my bike. I raced that when I was on a hutch. He goes, no idea how that got there. I couldn't get it out of the rafters because we didn't have a ladder. We didn't have the ability to get it. And my son, who collects all of my old vintage stuff, he won't let me sell any of it.
Yeah.
I told him about it. He's like, oh, we got to go get that thing. Yeah. We'll go get it. You know, like Mike always says, it's just stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go get it. And I forgot about it. And like 6 months later, he asked me, Dad, can we go get that bike, man? And I was like, oh yeah, let me call Ann and see. And I called Ann, and she said, hey, yeah, the bike, that bike isn't in there anymore. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know where that bike, I don't know where it is. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know where it was? It's up in the rafters. She goes, yeah, that barn's gotten broken into like 5 or 6 times. I think somebody got that bike or something. You know, we got the tweakers break in there all the time and steal stuff. And I thought it was gone. And I happened to call Jeremy and was talking to him. And then I was like, hey man, by chance, do you know where that green bike is? And he's like, oh yeah, man, I was at my mom's house. Barn was getting broken into a bunch. So I grabbed that thing. I brought it to my house. I got it in my garage right now.
Oh,
Nice.
Yep.
That's
So MC
amazing.
saved that thing. And it's worth a lot. I didn't realize how much it was worth, but I've been offered a lot of money for it.
ridiculous money, probably. Huh?
Wow.
Ridiculous money, but it is worth it. I mean, it's so unique.
Yeah,
And
it is.
the fact that
It's
only
the
green
only
hutch,
that is that color. They did not make another one. It's the only one.
So
and
when
was
you
on the
say-
cover of a magazine and won the world championships.
It's a very special bike.
So is it green like metallic green or just
Yeah,
like
it is. It's like
Kawasaki
a-
green or what is it?
it's like a more of a metallic it's like a translucent color.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I think what they did is I think they polished the frame and then they painted green over it so you can kind of like see through it, and then they
Okay.
cleared over that.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it is. It's actually really, really awesome. So, anyways, we ended up getting that thing back, and man.
Sweet.
So, but yeah, I'm not going to race that thing. It's sitting in the garage.
So you have it now, or is it still at McGrath?
I do have it now. I have it,
Oh,
and I have the original plate that was with it. I happen to have saved that, so I have the original plate that goes with that bike, the pad set, and then
Oh, that's cool, man.
and my hutch uniform. Yeah, so like that would be, yeah, I could. I mean, I could buy a car, a decent car right now with that. What I've been offered for it.
If you
So-
get a chance, take
You wanna-
a picture
you
of
wanna
that and
know-
send it to me. I
You
want
want
to
to know
see it.
something right now?
Yeah.
Actually, Craig, the encyclopedia,
Oh yeah,
already sent me a picture of it.
seriously?
No way.
So
Wow.
I'll get it on here while you do birthdays. Okay.
Oh jeez. Okay,
Ladies and
something
gentlemen.
to look forward to.
The most anticipated segment of the All Things BMX Show. And we are back live in the studio. No phone calls. All right.
This is my favorite part.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Dana Duke.
It's
Best
here
part-
we go.
The best part is I
got it.
just
All right. So I got
turned my.
you
Hang on, just a second.
Did
I
you-
lost my spot. It.
Tim Ward
just
too,
fucking
huh?
rotate your
Yeah.
AC,
your iPad.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I usually send a name in every week.
No.
Do you really?
Yeah. I didn't this time.
Whoa. Hold on.
Dude,
But I
you know
will-
what we need to do?
I'll be back in.
Hold on.
We should start a game where it's just,
Let me
Is
do
this
this.
the right
you know,
one?
it's like,
No.
I'm going to tell you 3 things. One of them's a lie. Guess which one?
Yeah.
We should do that with the birthday names.
Oh, there's usually one in here, and usually Mike's the one that does it.
Exactly. That's Peter. Peter goes in, yeah.
I sent that one in.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, whatever you're doing there.
I got
JT.
it.
So on
I-
Two Wheels is the sponsor.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
No, I got
On Two Wheels is the sponsor of the birthday sec. So if you're at a national event, you need some parts for your bike. Make sure you go over to the Bright Orange tent, talk to Jeremy at On Two Wheels, tell him the All Things BMX Show sent you, and he will take care of you, get you what you need to get you rolling and back in the race.
You got to give me a second.
Oh, you're still doing something. Okay.
Going up in the club.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm stalling right now
Okay.
because
Can I?
Nick Jones is in the chat. He's excited. He got a new shirt.
is he?
I don't
You
think
got a
Jill's
new
gonna wear "I Love District Moms" on her.
See?
He's going to get one
Fantastic.
of those.
That
I
was
heart,
the prize pack.
I heart
Said
snack
that.
bar ladies.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
because
good.
it's part of the
That
pack.
is so good.
That might be
I,
an
gotta
ultra match.
I do have to figure one out for the ladies though.
It's I.
'Cause nobody wants a district dad.
Oh, factory.
Wait a
dad.
minute. Whoa.
Did you hear that?
I
You
hit.
keep
I heart
working.
TO.
We're distracted.
Oh yeah, you're stalling. I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
Let
I'm
me
not
do
talking
this.
to you.
Keep
Yeah.
stalling for
Melissa
me.
and I are talking over here.
Yeah.
So okay, so
I love a track operator in shorts.
That might not be a bad
Yeah,
idea.
keep stalling for me.
I
okay?
like the
I gotta
TO
go to
and the
studio
shorty
mode.
shorts.
Dude, they can never sneak up on you with those corduroy shorts on.
oh, that's right, the OP shorts.
Now we have to talk sock length. How high do the
Oh,
socks go
yeah.
up? Are they mid calf? Are they mid ankle?
Ouch.
Are they full
mid-calf
knee?
with the stripes
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to have the
Absolutely.
slip-on Vans.
Right.
and slip-on Vans. Exactly
Tedesco.
right.
Dude, Tedesco had it going too, and he had that tan skin, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
He was tanned up, man.
So you guys that don't know, Bob Tedesco was the president of the NBL back in the
That's
day.
correct.
So
Yes, he was.
that's who we're talking about. Who I gotta be honest, never personally met, but I know who he is. So
Oh, Jill says I
loved Bob
heard
Tedesco.
money
I thought he
back.
was really nice guy, man.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
I've,
You know
I've
what?
heard positive.
Clayton John from ABA or USA BMX ABA. I saw him a couple of weeks ago, and I told him, I go, you know what my favorite thing about Clayton John was? That he would walk out to the infield smiling to everybody in there, hey, and he'd walk right up to the pro and he'd go, hey, you're done for the weekend, and he would DQ you, and he'd smile the whole time, hey, you're done for the weekend, hey, all right, guys, have a great weekend. He was awesome. He was awesome.
My goodness.
He DQ'd everybody with a smile.
Yes, he did.
Service
tell you how
with,
many times
service
I'd
with a
say-
smile, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you guys, pro racers, back in the day. So I saw something today about NASCAR, okay? And they're fining the drivers because of, taking another car out and all this stuff. Did they ever have fines for the pros in BMX racing? Or they just
I don't know.
DQ you from that particular race?
Oh no. They would fine you.
Really?
Oh yeah, you get fined. Yeah. I
Okay.
think one month for sure. Ronnie Anderson paid more in fines than he won.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
For sure. Oh yeah.
Would that
Big
be?
time.
It would be
I
for
never
what?
got fined. I got DQ'd for the weekend though.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
can
at the
see,
Grands.
if you
Yeah.
went into
Nobody
a-
ever found me.
Right.
I was
Friday
hiding
night.
all the time.
Friday night at the Grands, John Purse cleaned me out in the last turn for the win. So I started kicking him in the head while we were on the ground. And Clayton walked over to me and said, hey!
You're DQ'd.
All right.
Done for the weekend.
For the weekend, I
We
got DQ'd, man. I
We
was-
got we got birthdays ready. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
So you put some lovely names in here, I'm sure.
No, what I did was I put them all in the script and then I forgot to put them into the
into
show.
the graphic?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So birthdays brought to you by On Two Wheels. So if you're celebrating your birthday this week, you are celebrating with Jimmy McNeil, Madison Carter, Domingus Lamaglia, also known as DL or the Coach. Today is his birthday. You know what? I need to change this like this. Let's see here. Shoot, I lost my spot.
Right under DL.
Katerina Dvorkova.
I bet she knows how many time zones there are.
She's also on Mom's Talk BMX.
Oh,
How
it's
bad
very
did
good for you.
I hope I didn't offend her by
I'm sure you
mispronouncing
did.
her last name. Tim Campbell, Brandon Neiman.
Good thing you didn't mess his name up.
Yeah, be in trouble there. Hayden Richel.
Yell that shit like you're German.
Rachel.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez, I don't know.
All right.
Right.
Hey!
Ryko.
Next name.
Gosh. Hayden. No, I already done. Patrick Koo. Brittany Scone. Todd Holtzberry. What?
Scone.
Lindsay Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Oh, this next one's going to be so good. Wait, what did you just say?
J. Mowell.
No. Go back to Lindsay's last name.
Lindsay Ambrosiak.
Oh.
No, you
He's
freaking nailed that one, dude.
Oh, Ambrosia.
Hey, I you hit a lucky one every once in a while.
What is time zone in Ambrosia?
Hey.
It is 4.
Dude.
Hey.
What? Oh,
It's J Mole, right?
Next one.
Yeah, J Mole.
Yeah, that's legit. Yep.
It is. All right. Lancy Pordeaux.
Yeah, they have like a whole thing down in Florida.
A what?
Like I don't
A
know,
whole thing.
like a whole thing. Like the goddamn make.
It's like a Whole Foods, but it's
yeah,
a whole
Whole Foods. They make pants and jerseys and
Oh,
all that
really?
shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, pardon me.
I don't know. It's nothing like Whole Foods actually, but go ahead.
Is this
I was
a
following
grocery
Mike's.
store?
I was following Mike's lead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Pat McCutish.
Pat what?
Pat Makutish.
Pat McCrutish?
Macrutich. What?
That looks like McCrotch to me.
Looks like.
Hey.
Hey.
Like you should pat my crotch.
You should.
Oh, hey.
I'm just saying. That's what it looks like to me.
I think we got a winner.
I'm leaving that one alone. Okay.
Ooh.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Pat my crotch.
You got that Joaquin guy's name?
Is that how you say that?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a real name.
Not
Joaquin.
Wakaquin.
Joaquin?
What did you say?
Wakaquin.
Joaquin?
Joe
A
Quinn.
fucking Wookiee's name or something?
Oh my God.
Next name.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz cumpleaños para Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna screw
He's
this up.
walking.
Too. Jeremy
He is walking.
Cat. How's that? I guess I got that one right. Nobody's making fun of it. Okay.
I might have forgot an R in there, but whatever. No, I didn't.
Taralee Clardy.
That's a Richfield person. If you got it wrong, Zach's going to correct you.
Okay, Zach, let me know in the after. Solomon Goodwin. Hey, I got that one.
Second try.
Yeah. Can we have these guys just join every birthday segment?
I want them and Greg, or our last week's guest, Joe, here too.
What was?
Did you go back and
Joe?
listen to that?
Did you watch that show yet?
No.
Oh,
I haven't.
Just fast forward to the
Hey,
birthdays.
I
should
knew,
have Pat
I
on the
knew
show.
the dirty knob guys were going to be on, so I wanted to make sure I saw theirs, so I was a little up.
You gotta listen to Joe do the birthday segment for
Oh,
you.
did you have him read the birthdays?
Yeah,
he requested.
He requested. It was good.
Serious?
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, he requested to deal with this.
And he did it in his best crisp beer he could.
Yep.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
All right, Steve Keach,
Yeah.
Greg Hess, David Hagan, Josh Jordan, Rob Davis. I can't screw that one up. Keith Christensen. Hey, and that's all of them. So if you want your birthday mispronounced on the All Things BMX Show, make sure you send it to info@allthingsbmxshow.com or be friends with Justin on Facebook.
You know that aside from the guests that we have on the show, it is the second highest rating segment.
Oh, I very seriously doubt that.
Oh no, it's my favorite.
See,
You have super
You got
fans.
fans, Chris.
You got super fans.
It's Dirty Knobs approved.
you're not. I
Right.
mean,
It's
you
Pat's
might
favorite.
not have girls dropping their panties, pissing in front of you, fans, but
Well,
Pat
next to a
McCrotch
school
loves that
bus.
segment.
it's pretty close.
Let's think about that sentence.
I'm doing the best I can,
Not,
Melissa.
not you, Chris's sentence.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that didn't sound good. Now that you're saying, okay, yeah, that was not good.
No dropping panties by buses.
No.
Especially
Not
school
nowadays.
buses.
No. It was a charter bus. It wasn't a school
And
bus.
we're instantly banned from YouTube.
Yeah, we're
Goodbye.
out.
It's a good thing we never were going to get monetized on that channel anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
So,
Thank you guys, for
guys-
joining us.
got anybody you want to thank before we head on out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
Sponsors.
EC.
Yep.
Thank them all.
Yep, all of them. That's who I want to thank. I want to thank you guys for having us on the show.
Well, we appreciate
It was
that.
fun.
It's
I
been
had
a lot
I had
of
a
fun.
blast. This is what we do. We just get on and cut up. This is literally every single time that we're together. This is what it's like. Whether we're in the rental car, the airplane, the bar, broke down on the side of the road. It don't matter. This is literally exactly how we always are. And we love doing it. And man, thank you guys for letting us have more fun and come on your show and be guests. I hope your listeners enjoyed it. And so yeah, thank you guys.
And
We appreciate that.
Eric's birthday was the other week. You want to do his name, Chris?
It was.
Oh, who?
Eric Carter?
Eric
Eric Crater.
Courtier?
Coutier?
Courtier?
It was.
Eric Crater.
It was my exactly. 53.
Wow.
Congratulations.
You don't look a day over 31.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that's
thank
not quite double ARP, but
you. It is not.
Doubly.
Yeah, like I tell you, Hollywood, I got a little bit of salt growing in my paprika. A little bit. I think my printer is running out of ink.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Well,
Hollywood's is all out of ink.
I got the primer coat.
if you
do
guys
have the primer.
if you guys didn't get a good taste of what it's like when you're listening to our good friends over at the Dirty Knobs podcast, I definitely recommend, and even if you didn't, I definitely recommend you guys to tune in to their show. You can find them on YouTube and all of the popular podcast sites at Dirty Knobs Podcast.
All
right?
you old school BMX guys got to go check.
You don't
out
even
the
have
Dirty
to,
Knobs.
dude. I'm not one, and I'm not an old school dude, and I still tune in because it's hilarious.
It
one.
is. Yeah.
And I think one of the funnier stories I heard was about a naked man, and because I got to do a teaser. This is a teaser.
Yes.
It's about a naked man walking through a fast food restaurant.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
See,
Okay.
there's your teaser. And I had no idea who these characters were, but these guys did such a great job. I felt like I knew them. And that's the thing that you guys do very, very well is as you're talking and sharing stories, it can be amongst the three of you. It's kind of like you've been there and you're with you guys. And you do a very good job of bringing you into the fam like you've been there or you've been part of it or you're in the rental car or you're just sitting there eating your insert
Chips
fast
and
food,
salsa.
your fast food restaurant burger,
Were you
and
sit-
just some
were you
random
sitting-
guy is
Were you
running
sitting
there
in the
naked.
alley having a cold refreshment?
Yes.
And people are pissing in front of
And
you.
people pissing? Yeah, bring you right in.
And-
Hey,
No, I
I'd like to take a moment. I'd like to take a moment to thank our wives.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not only
Yeah, me
for
too.
letting us be who we are and continue to be the morons that we are, knuckleheads, but also I want to thank JV's wife and EC's wife for putting up with me, especially. No, but seriously, shout out to all the wives out there and for letting us do what we do, and let me apologize in advance for the things we're going to do in the future.
Nice.
That's adorable.
Yeah, that's true. I should say thanks to my wife too for letting me come
Goddamn
and
better.
hang out with you guys.
You've been coming down here like over 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wednesday nights, man.
Yep. It's a good time.
Good stuff.
And you guys know
fun.
the link if you want to get into the after chat. We'll post it in here before we check out of here, Chris.
right.
Before we sign out, let them know, and I'll take us out of here. All right.
Okay, make sure you check us out. We are on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe to YouTube because that helps us out immensely, and it messes with their algorithm because we want BMX to be the first thing that comes up when you go to YouTube, not the 30th or 50th or whatever. So let's mess with that. Everybody subscribe, like. Same thing with Dirty Knobs. Go like and subscribe theirs as well. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Oh, gosh, all that stuff. We're not on TikTok, are we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, TikTok too. Get on there.
We're not doing a good job on there, but we're there.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have someone handle that for us, like a teenager or something.
You really think a teenager is going to associate with the shit show we do each week?
Alicia does.
She never tunes in.
Oh, she's not
Yeah.
a teenager anymore, actually.
No, she can
just had
drink
a
now.
birthday.
She's at the bar getting hammered right now.
Yeah, probably. All right. So, hey,
Tell her to stay away from the hot dogs.
right? She better.
There's some solid advice.
That's right.
At
She
her
better
age, that is solid.
Stay away from them hot dogs. But yeah, so our live stream version is sponsored by Mega Design Group. Podcast version is Dye Job Apparel. Check those guys out if you need something. Other than that, we will see you next Wednesday. Dr. Jason Richardson will be our guest, and we'll see you then. God bless everybody. Take care and have a great week.
Thank you guys for tuning in each and every week. We really appreciate it. And thank you guys to our guests this week. Have a safe St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you get loaded, get hammered, drink, get blackout drunk, just take an Uber home. Don't get into a fight and don't steal bikes. Good night. God bless. Stay classy.
Keep it dirty.
And keep it dirty.
No drinking.
All right. We are good.
Clear?
No, it didn't mute.
Oh.